Welcome back everyone to a cast of players, the Chronicles of Valtor, and we're going to go straight into it. For when we left our adventurers last, they were trying to obtain some form of magical orb buried deep within what appeared to be Cahadril architecture, but the orb was stolen by their erstwhile friend, Kelly the Halfling, who claimed to be doing this on behalf of her benefactors, her mutual friends. The bandits and the leaders of the bandits were down there as well, under commands of a mysterious voice, a projection of astral sending. But fighting off the bandits, although at some significant damage to themselves, they nearly cleaved their way through. But Kelly, stealing the orb, has unleashed some form of magical energy, and the bodies groan, shift, writhe, and begin to rise. So we will go straight back into it, and it comes round to Gideon Kell.
Oh, I wasn't prepared. Right, who's alive?
So at the moment, the man with the sword planted into the ground it is squaring off against the three of you, and you could see him look to the side as you hear bone snapping and flesh rotating round against what it should as they begin to stand up ever so slowly.
Well, before I deal with them, I'm going to plant my axe into the man that's planted his sword into the ground and plant him into the ground.
Go for it.
Thank you. This is a two-handed strike.
Yes, of course.
With my axe of battle. That is a 16.
16, that's a hit.
Yes! Die! 9 points of damage.
The axe cleaves down, shatters. You can feel bone breaking under the blow, but he is still standing.
Does he topple because of my weapon mastery?
I fail.
Yes!
He falls down. I'm not going to fall him down because it's just going to get confused with all the zombies that are there.
Toppled before my mate.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I'll do this.
Oh, you haven't earned that yet. Gregor.
Slightly perturbed by everything that's going on in front of me, and seemingly the people we took quite a long time to deal with coming back from the dead, I've decided that I look at my turbo juice, and there's a little bit left in it. So I give it a shake and inject it right into your back again, because I feel like you're going to need it.
Oh.
Go juice.
Can you put it in my shoulder? In real life, I have a bit of a sore shoulder today.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, acupuncture and health juice.
Be like the Matrix. What happens in
that-
D&D also happens in real life.
You're right.
Well, let's hope so.
That would be pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Is
Is it a D8? I heal? I believe it's a D8, yeah.
D8 plus your
Your
3.
casting modifier.
I've
3.
given you 5 bits of health.
Better than what I had before.
This is true.
Thank you kindly.
Very welcome.
Okay, very good. Anything else that you want to do?
They're going to sort of shuffle away from the ravenous horde.
Sure.
And so they're
As
in
they
shooty
shuffle
range.
towards you.
Yeah.
Very good. We come then to Dorian.
Okay, so this guy's now on his back prone.
Yes, he is, yeah.
Okay, the mask is obviously still on. Just as a reminder, because there has been a time gap since we
Yes.
played. Kelly, what form is she currently in?
So Kelly was...
She was a bird.
She arrived as a spider.
Now she's a clown.
Yeah. Yeah.
She saved my life!
She arrived as a spider, shaped into her normal form to take the orb, then shaped into a bird to flee out. However, she was just nicked as she was about to swoop out of the hallway.
Clipped her wing off.
You did indeed clip her wing off, and she sort of in a puff of magical energy and sort of landed like dusting herself off.
Okay,
So,
so
she is
she's
in
right
halfling form
next to you.
She is, yes.
Okay, that's fine. Having seen that this guy's been knocked over, I will attempt to see if I'm in range of something called Vicious Mockery.
I believe you are. I think it's a 60-foot range.
Ooh.
It is.
All sorts of tricks, haven't you? It's like a penknife.
I've got a few little tricks.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That's what bards tend to be like.
Yeah.
Right.
What did I say? Yeah, exactly.
I just need to come up with something fun.
Make fun of her bacon.
She wouldn't understand any Nelly Furtado jokes because it's the wrong era, time, and world. But you know,
I mean,
she's
you
not
know,
like a bird anymore, is she?
I mean that. Okay. What do I need to? Is that a wisdom saving throw? Captain words.
absolutely shook her.
You probably don't know who Nelly Furtado is, do you?
I do. I'm not that young.
She passes her save.
I was surprised.
Hold on, I haven't rolled anything
You don't
yet.
need to, it's just a straight up save. It's a save or suck, as they call it.
No.
Yes.
Well, that's rubbish.
That's fine.
I mean,
It wasn't a great joke.
yeah, what a bad.
I was going to say something else, but he just rolled his save and just ruined it.
Well, I mean, you made the mockery and it wasn't that vicious. So.
That's fine. Basically, what you see, Dorian's head turns around. It's not actually the head, but it's the mask. You know how you've seen in the Renaissance, people have a double mask. Yeah. So there's a mask behind their head. So the mask turns around and utters something in a language you don't understand, but you feel that perhaps Neelan might understand. Okay. And utters it back, but the words obviously carry no weight. And that's
You would
my turn.
understand that.
Oh,
Because Neelan is dwarfish.
my
What
goodness.
are the halflings called in your world?
They're the Hassam. So you speak it in halfling?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I can't remember. I know you speak dwarfish.
Gnomish.
Gnomish, that's it. You never got on with the halflings. Until today.
Until today, until they saved my life.
Okay, so you don't understand that. Although I can imagine there's like enough of a dialectic root where you're just like,
Goodness me.
I'm not sure if that's cricket, frankly.
Since he is prone,
Yes.
I will then disengage.
Yeah, he's not going to make an attack of opportunity against you because he is fallen down and is seeing one of his companions beginning to rise and crawl towards him. He's a little bit preoccupied.
I can understand that.
Oh, was he not expecting that?
No!
Okay.
Wait, like, did you miss a bit where like you're sort of about to swing to him and he's hearing like these sounds going?
Okay.
Yeah, he's not having a good day, this guy.
Well, we're not going to have a good day.
Seen all of his friends die, and then you're about to kill him and leave him with these zombies. It's not very nice at all. We come then to Kelly. She looks at she looks at the orb, looks down the hallway, sees bodies begin to move, looks behind her to where there's more like, but accompanied with splashing. If you recall, that was the dumping ground of many of the merchants and the villagers of this place. And she looks down at the orb. That's novel. Looks up at Acacia. Look, sweetie, I admire the spirit, but I've really got to get going. She and casts the gust of wind down the hallway. I will require all of you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh no. A strength saving throw? That's what I'm best at. Or not.
You have advantage because you're raging.
I do.
I've done well. 15.
15, okay, very good.
Simple 12.
12. 8. After advantage and all your bonuses?
Yeah, baby.
2.
2. Okay, fantastic. So,
You are right there.
you three are pushed 15 feet directly backwards.
Into the zombies?
To the zombies.
Oh,
you manage to
Kelly.
hold your ground, but you are like,
As I'm running towards her.
yeah.
Slow run.
She and she begins to, and she takes a little and skips out of the room. As she
Such
does
a
so,
jerk.
you hear the of the magical energy. You can just see as she turns into a little sparrow and begins to fly towards the torchlight where the
Nellie's
rope
back, eh?
is hanging. Acacia, it is your turn. You've been pushed back 15 feet. If you could move everyone 3 squares backwards apart from Dorian, please.
Okay.
And if you could remove Kelly from the battle grid.
I take Kelly as a victim.
No,
Pretend victim?
no. You can hold on to her for safekeeping.
Do all the corpses also get pushed back?
No, actually, you do not get pushed back. You are just out of the range of the...
Yes.
Everything past you is currently not there. You notice, however, Acacia, as she's leaving, the wind dies down as if it's following her. It's like almost like a wind tunnel.
What are we thinking? Do we stick with the zombies in here or try our luck with the zombies
I
outside?
want to. Wait, can we see anything? So obviously the orb was there before. Is there anything of interest apart from the zombies?
You are now actually in darkness. The wind has blown out the torch that was on the ground.
So there's not much we can see.
You two can see the orb was giving off a very faint light, as was the sort of silvery energy that was keeping it suspended, or potentially encaged. And it's now no longer there.
Right.
So you are basically in darkness. Now, you can see stuff, but it is extraordinarily dim. You two will be making attacks with disadvantage. You two can see in the dark with your varying abilities.
My friends, it's time to leave.
I think we should be making tracks now.
It is Acacia's turn. I'm gonna need a response very quickly because time is running out.
I'm going to start heading towards the big cavern.
You head out and leave. Very good. Remove yourself from the battle grid and we will be back with
Fighting
Battle
Kelly.
Grid Part 2 in just a moment. But before we get to that, the zombies begin to crawl towards the former companion on the ground, and he's in a bit of a panic and starts trying to swing out wildly at them as they begin to crawl, and gnashing going down. You can hear his screams and the tearing.
Just take
of
the goggles
flesh.
off. No.
Gideon, it's your turn.
I'm going to run.
The zombies are preoccupied. You may flee.
Thank you. Goodbye. Help me, please.
How many squares?
Are you going to dash?
Yes.
Okay, that's 60 feet, so just before the door. Dorian, and it will be, Gregor and Dorian, you go right after each other. I presume you're going to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Gregor, come along.
As I turn, though, I will spend an action. My rapier suddenly lights up with light.
That's cool.
Oh, cool.
I cast light, so
Yeah, so you won't be able to dash, but you're closer anyway.
Can I try and shoot the guy through about his misery?
You won't be able to dash if you do that.
Oh, bye-bye then. It's like,
Oh,
poor fella.
That is
For a second.
savage.
Way
Okay,
to go.
the zombies just continue to tear this poor guy apart. Your next turns come round, you flee. Acacia, she sees Kelly flies up the cavern hole, and you hear as she, what you presume, turns back. You hear a snap of fingers, and you can see a very faint orange glow from the cavern light up ahead, and you begin to smell the burning of rope.
Oh, I really don't like
I know we
Kelly.
should have tied her up.
Yeah.
You emerge into the cavern, the orange glow of the singular torch slowly beginning to flicker outwards, the smell of burning rope from the single thick cord as it hangs down, and in the distance just beyond and entering the gloom come the shambling figures, drenched in moss and lichen, soaked through, some newly dead, some several weeks old, but shuffle towards you, they do.
Gross.
Could you all roll for a brand new initiative round?
hey. Oh.
Critical.
23 then?
Critical initiative.
22.
22? 23, 22? 4?
8.
8, okay.
I'm a bit spooked.
20 for initiative.
Good opportunity for you to
22.
stay behind, James.
Okay, Gideon Kell.
Marvelous. I'm going to dash towards them
Okay.
because I'm very far away. So that's what I'm going to do.
It'll be 60 feet, so 12 squares,
Excuse
give
me.
or take.
Where roughly is the rope?
The rope is pretty much where you're standing. It's kind of,
Okay, dash is a full action, right?
the dash will take your full action, yes.
Okay. How extinguishable does the rope seem?
I mean, it's relatively thick.
Okay.
Like, it's a climbing rope.
Yeah.
But
It's on fire.
smells like it's on fire.
Oh no.
That's not bacon.
Okay.
Anything else that you want to do?
I'd like to extinguish the rope, but I believe I've done a full action.
Well, the rope smells burning up there. It's not burning down here. The smell is coming from just above.
Oh!
Yeah, because Kelly has flown out of the cave now at this point.
Okay.
She's up in the trap door in the kitchen, burning on rope. Damn bacon demon!
So we can't climb the rope anymore.
No, you can.
Oh, can we?
I mean, it takes quite a while to burn a rope, but I
don't
mean,
know.
magical
I've never burned a
fireworks.
rope.
I'll tell you what, all of you make a straight up intelligence check.
What's intelligence?
Where's intelligence?
Oh, 5.
5? Just straight intelligence.
9.
9?
8.
8?
6.
You're supposed to be intelligent.
I know!
You can smell burning rope. You have no idea how long that rope is going to last for, but if you want to take chances, that's up to you. Is that your turn, Gregor?
Yes.
Gideon?
Yes.
Dorian?
Okay, so the village has risen.
Yeah.
Right, mask still on and flame now glowing, emanating light. You two can see anyway.
He
effectively
stood by a torch.
Okay, so that torch is still on. Did you make a dash action to get all the way?
Did, yeah.
I
Okay.
did.
Yeah, I will also dash. Do you remember if I've used 3 level 1 spell slots today?
Yes, because you went into that fight completely drained.
That's what I thought.
You healed up people before.
I did 2 cure wounds, didn't I?
you
I've already done a
And you
thunder
did the
wave.
thunder wave,
Yeah.
Fantastic, that's good.
Fantastic.
I go shoulder to shoulder with him. Dorian skids next to you, and you see this leering mask next to you with a sort of manic grin on it. Yeah.
Katie, could you move all of the zombies 4 squares forward, please?
Okay.
Don't listen
Directly towards them?
Oh, yes, please.
Don't listen to him, he's crazy.
Okay.
He's gone mad with zombie powers.
Attack of opportunity.
No, you can't do that.
Ready in action.
No, you can't do that.
I attack the one that walked next to me.
No.
Burning fire
The
wave.
one into Gideon is a hit. The one into Dorian is a... What is your armor class?
13.
14.
14.
14?
I hit both of you.
I thought you'd be tougher than me.
He's tough, but he's not very agile.
Oh, right.
I'm old. My knees hurt.
On Gideon, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
But one?
You've not, your rage would, oh no, to be fair, you can use a bonus action to keep your rage going because we're using the playtest, so yes, you are still maintaining your rage.
I popped a vial as I was running.
So one hit point of damage for you, on to Dorian, 1 as well. The zombies are just, they're coming out of the water and sort of just flailing towards you. The rest of them are just almost throwing themselves, and you can see just in the gloom more bubbling in the distance. But we then come to Acacia.
Could I dash and then potentially investigate my surroundings?
You may make a dash as a bonus action because you are a rogue, and you can make a perception check as a full search action, yes.
I'm just going to stand here for now. And then I would like to just look around the environment and see if there's potentially another way out that isn't the rope.
Perception check, please.
That will be 17.
17, okay.
Ooh!
You can hear the slow, gentle stream of water coming from across the pool there where the zombies are rising from. It might be a way out, you don't know. But water generally tends to flow.
Do I remember that there's a well that I personally observed as we were coming up?
Make a history check for me.
Ooh.
That will be 19.
You do remember that there was a well outside the front of the keep. You're gonna have to use your imaginations and 3D mind castles here a little bit, everyone. You entered the keep straight on. There was a well just in front to the left of the entrance. You went in, you turned left, you headed straight up, you went down, which has brought you to here. In order to go this way, you've effectively headed north, which means that by process of elimination, the well is that way, which coincides with the direction of that river.
Well.
Nice.
Can I relay that information to
No,
everyone?
you cannot. That is your entire turn. Gregor.
The other zombies in the behind me,
Yep.
I presume they will want to eat us as well. they're not just done.
If you turn around and you kind of flick your visor down, you see them stumbling towards you.
Oh, okay. Can I? Because if I pinch one of the jewels, can I close the door?
Might work.
Oh, okay.
Could you take a sleight of hand check, please? Because this is all quite a high pressure situation.
Okay. Oh, that's an 11. That's a 10.
A 10.
When you roll in that tower, you roll back.
Bad things happen.
Don't roll in the tower.
Don't roll in the tower
It's
anymore.
roll in the
It's a
tower.
cursed tower.
Cursed tower.
Yes.
Well, it was 10.
I don't know if you have any lucky points left.
Oh, I do. I do indeed, my good man. That's made everything worse.
Everything's cursed.
Yeah, you try and sort of get hold of the gemstone, but you're just like constantly looking. You can't. It's not like stuck, but you can feel that like there's almost like a little motion that you need to do to take it out. You just quite haven't figured it out yet.
Oh no.
We come round to Gideon. Oh, that is your action. You can take a bonus action if you have any, and movement if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna safety in numbers.
Okay.
I'm abandoning the duels.
Oh no! No.
Gideon kill.
I can only do one attack, can't I? One giant swing. I'm
do.
going to do one giant swing.
Okay.
And send this zombie back to the dead.
Okay.
With both hands. Yep. I mean, I'd probably hit you. 23.
23.
Yes.
Yes, a hit.
Yes.
Please remove the zombie.
Okay. I just split him in half.
And when I say remove the zombie, could you put it at the back in the water there? Thank you very much.
Can I also kick him back into another zombie? Strip the other zombie up.
No.
They seem very frail.
They are frail, but no. No,
Okay.
you may not. Anything else that you want to do, though? Movement?
I'm
bonus
going
actions?
to move forwards into the zombie horde. I'm going to keep them at bay.
Very good.
So we can all escape.
Dorian?
Did you just snicker at my heroic? You'll be the first to die.
In your new regime.
You moved into the horde? Oh no. Okay, so the known exit, which we came
You
through.
don't know
is
that?
I don't
way.
know that.
No. The one that we came through, where the rope is.
Which is
That's
directly
above
above
us.
you.
Oh, the rope is directly above us. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is where you've landed because this is where basically the bandits have placed the torch so that they could see on their way down.
Right. But it is burning.
You can smell burning, yes. You can't see it. You don't see smoke or anything like that rising.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the at the moment, so I'm going to try and start climbing the rope.
Okay, could you make an athletics check for me, please?
Yeah, we're on a 12.
12.
Yep.
You begin to climb.
Ooh. Yeah.
You can feel that it is like slightly slack.
I do have my whip ready to lash out at something to hold on to if possible.
Okay. The rope is 40 feet up. To climb it, it will require half of your movement. So you are
I'm
about
halfway up.
You're about roughly halfway. Well, a little under halfway up. Anything else that you want to do? So you will have a bonus action available. Not sure if there's anything you can
There isn't
do.
really anything I can do. I've given
Okay.
all my inspiration. No.
Mock the zombies.
Katie, could you move zombies forwards, please? Dorian is technically halfway up at this point, so one of them kind of begins to claw at you, but misses because you are quite high up. One of them does stumble towards you, though Acacia cannot quite reach you, and then that's 2 on Gideon. One hit, I'm afraid, for 3 points of damage down to 2.
On me?
Yes.
Ouch.
And
Oh, sorry.
the bubbling and the gurgling
there's one there, but he
continues.
can't stand up.
That's fine. Acacia, it's your turn.
Right, all this information to everyone. Like, there is a way out. There's a well. That's how they were dumping the bodies. We can go that way, climb up the well, not risk the burning rope.
Well, I say
like
you
more
say
way.
you see this leering face look back down at you. I say, if you want to risk the river, you're welcome to. I'll meet you on the other side, and I keep climbing. Because by my calculation, we could also dive into a river full of dead zombies. I'm already halfway up the rope. I'm going to try and get out.
I personally don't feel like I could climb a rope. I don't feel like I have that physical ability.
Yeah.
I need a decision quickly as to what
Well,
you're going to do.
I'm going to the well.
Okay. So,
So I'm going to follow.
so you're going to.
Follow you, Gideon. I'm going to stick with you because I feel like you can barrel through them quite well.
I've only got one attack at a time.
But I've got 2.
Okay, that's very good.
No, I've only got 1. I've only got 1 dagger.
Stab them!
I'm going to stab this one here
Okay, stabbing.
The party is
for a
split.
16.
16. Yep. Remove the zombie.
Okay, except put him back here.
Yep. Put him in that far corner, actually.
This
yeah.
one?
Yeah. Perfect. Carrying on moving. Carrying on attacking.
Can I keep moving and attacking?
Yes.
I only have 1 dagger.
Oh yeah, that's right. You threw all your daggers away, didn't you?
I did, but I am going to move forward because this guy's going to move towards me anyway.
They seem quite brittle.
They are quite brittle, but there's a lot of them.
Can you punch them?
Can I punch him?
No, because you're kind of trained with going stab, stab, not stab. Ah, bonk.
My fist doesn't really know what to do. He's quite frail.
Help me.
What?
We come to Gregor.
So the zombies don't like it. I'm going to move forward towards the rope in general, but on the way, because I feel like they're going to steal my boots or eat my legs as I try and climb, I am going to do my acid splash.
Okay. So I don't think you need to make an attack roll. I just need to make a saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, it would
So,
have been a 16
acid
either way.
splash, is it? So you're doing that on the 2 directly in front of?
Yeah, so I
in front of
essentially
you?
like almost like snap the gun back and like release the powder into the
cool.
zombies, like so try and get them away.
Okay, cool. So I need to make a dex saving throw. Now, being zombies, well, they both fail.
Splendid.
How much damage do you do?
D6 on.
I will need you
on
to roll
each?
damage,
Yes.
just because
So it's D6 on each, isn't it? So the first one.
it's D6 total.
Oh.
It does it to both.
Oh, cool. 3.
They both begin to just melt. If you could remove
Splendid.
those 2 and pop them back in
these two?
pool.
Whereabouts do you want them here?
Oh, there's
yeah,
more.
but
There's more.
Keep coming.
They're coming.
Anything else? You still have about 10 feet of movement, so 2 squares of movement. You will not be able to climb though because that will
I'll
require
go
you to.
towards the rope.
Okay, so you're effectively underneath where Dorian is at this point. Okay, very good. We come back round to Gideon.
I'm very stressed out.
Join me.
I'm gonna
on my quest.
hit another one with
to
my
climb
axe.
the well.
Oh no!
What are your pluses?
I've got 9.
That's a hit.
Oh great, okay. That's
They are
nice.
zombies.
Are they dead?
Remove the zombie.
Yes.
Which way? Which side do you want it?
The other one.
You can put it in this corner closest to me.
Which one?
The other
Oh,
one.
he's
That was the one you were hitting.
Okay,
Or that one?
That one.
You were hitting that one?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems
Pop him down at the bottom near you. Yeah.
He needs
there's
to
a
be in the
lot
pool.
of zombies.
Okay.
I don't know which way to go because you're going to the well and you're going up a rope.
The well with me, brother.
Well, obviously,
Really think we should go?
I'd already started climbing before I'd known about the well, but there are literally, it's like a dead village in that water. I don't want to
This
get in that
feels
water.
like a bad way to go.
Dorian does not want to get in that water. There are
I'm
dead
gonna-
people in the water.
And I can't start climbing, can I? I'm not moved. I could start
You've
climbing.
not moved, but you will. It will require your sort of action to begin climbing.
I'm going to begin climbing. And
Cannot. You just attacked.
Damn it! Then I will stay where I am.
Okay. Very good. We come.
But I'll turn to you and say, "You should. We should probably climb the rope. There's too many of them."
We come to Dorian.
Yeah, Dorian sees what's happening, sees more and more of these zombies emerging, and doubles his efforts because I know if I can get to the top, I'll be throwing a new rope down.
Athletics check, please.
Oh, it was,
so close.
but that is a 10, straight
10.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
You continue your climb. You feel it begin to sag ever so slightly. You are about 10 feet away from the edge at this point. You will need another turn to get up there.
10 feet, you say?
Yes.
Well, my whip reaches 10 feet.
I don't care whether you're.
Listen.
If you want to do that as part of your movement up in the next turn, I'm
Yeah.
happy for you to do that.
Okay.
Because that sounds cool.
I will.
But you
I will.
don't just get to be like, I've got a whip. I pull myself up. I'm Indiana Jones. The rope does begin to sag, and as you've gotten up, the smell of the burning does get a bit.
Because you know how the pit was effectively dug into and then opened into
It was
this
dug in
cavern?
and it's opened in, yeah. So
How am I nearing the sides of it yet?
Yeah, it's maybe about 5 feet away.
Okay, so I can't put my back up against it.
No, not yet, not yet. But you will be able to in the next thing. You are literally just hanging on for dear life at this point, hoping that the
just
rope
rope.
doesn't snap. Speaking of, we come to the zombies. Shuffle forward. Attack on you, Acacia. Oh, that is a critical hit, I'm afraid. And you take a total of 7 points of damage.
That's cool. I'm fully healthy.
Good for you.
Don't tell the DM how many hit points you have. It's like a moth to a flame. Speaking of moths to the flame, or rather zombies to flesh, into Gideon Kill. It's a miss. And the other zombies have all moved forward?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Yeah, they're all scrambling over each other at this stage. We come then to Acacia.
I'm feeling very abandoned at this point because I thought you had my back, but you
Don't go into the zombie horde. I've got your back. Your back needs to go up the rope.
We just needed to pull enough of the ones that were in front of us to dash into the well. That's like 7. You kill these 3 and then you dash.
I can only hit one at a time.
In the water. If we all teamed up and worked together, it would have been fine. But no one listens to me because you're all idiots.
You told me after I'd started climbing.
That's not my fault that you didn't think to look around the cave.
No, I just saw zombies everywhere. Run!
Flee.
What are you going to do?
Can I ask Dorian how the rope's feeling? Because I feel very abandoned at this point.
Go for it.
How's
So
the rope?
you shout up at me. I say, "I'm nearly there. I throw a fresh rope down," and like you can see. So I have shouted now. I'll throw a fresh rope down, so you know that I'm not just going to abandon you all down there, unless I'm a liar and I'm an actor. So you'll never know.
Until that time,
In theory, could I disengage and still climb?
bonus action to disengage because you were a rogue, and then an action to climb, yes.
Well, because I know I'm the healthiest of our party, I'll stay. I'll stay for now and I'll attack
You?
the zombie.
I mean, do you know that?
Everyone else is looking pretty worse for
Yeah,
wear, and I
Dorian is
didn't take
very
a hit.
badly wounded. Blood is dripping down from me as I climb.
I perceived with everything going on that everyone was
I
getting
can see
stabbed, and I was not. So
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to
a stab?
attack. I'm going to attack the zombie directly here.
Yep.
At a 11.
You do hit the zombie. The zombie is stabbed up. Stabbed up real nice.
Stabbed up.
Okay, where do you want him?
Pop him down in this bottom corner here. Yeah. Thank you very much.
So many zombies.
Anything else?
Let's say that for now.
We come then to Gregor.
I'm going to try and deal with these two again with my splashing acid.
Okay,
'Cause I'm sort of
so
just throwing gunpowder around the cave at this point.
one of them passes the deck save, but
Curse
the other
your
one
zombie!
will take D6 damage, and he takes...
One.
Oh no!
He is still like part of him just begins to melt, but you're like, not sure whether that's an improvement or not.
Onto the rope.
Onto the rope.
Yeah. Oh no!
Okay. We come to Gideon. You're not climbing the
you're
rope, but you are
bulking
beginning
the
to...
rope.
Oh, so I've felt it. Okay.
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 Yeah, you can't. You need an action in this circle.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not going to climb the rope because I feel like too many people is going to make the rope snap. I will. Oh God. Do I have like daggers and stuff I can throw from range?
Yeah, you'll have like sort of little hand axes, things that you use for like your harvesting. So like, I can imagine you throwing like a little spade or a little rake,
Doesn't feel very.
de-weeding tool,
That going to do much damage?
improvised weapon. It might do. You're quite strong.
Boy, oh boy. I'll throw something at the one that just took the acid to the face.
Okay.
With both hands.
Only one hand.
Oh, it's a 9.
It's a hit. Yes. That one is removed.
Which one was it?
The front one.
With the slightly
Which one?
goopy one.
Yeah. Pop him basically just behind him.
That was specifically a very old, very well used trowel that I don't really need.
okay. Very
Nothing
good.
nice.
Trowel.
Anything else that you want to do?
I'm already by the rope, aren't I?
You are. Yes.
No, I'll just shout well wishes up to you.
Well wishes.
please.
Those well wishes would have been good if we decided to go up the well.
Dorian, your turn.
Could you not look at me? I critically climb your pathetic rope. Okay? And what that actually means is the rope probably just gives way and the whip catches on.
No, I've gone to test the rope.
Oh.
So I'm not like,
As you've sort of made your way up, you can see that there is effectively a magical flame in the center of the cellar. Almost looks like a small bonfire has been made, just out of nothing, and is underneath the rope where it's hanging to go down, and you can see the rope beginning to fray and splinter. It's still there, but it is looking, and you sort of felt it as you've gone up. You felt it almost slack, and you've instinctively gone with the wind.
What colour is the fire, just out of curiosity?
It's orange. It's just a normal fire.
Does this magic stink of Kelly
It doesn't.
and bacon?
It's a special
smell like
bacon
bacon.
fire.
that's what wood is, just a little like cross section of bacon.
So you're sort of like, you pull yourself up out of the hole.
With prestidigitation, am I able to just quench that fire?
Ooh,
Assuming it's not some fierce, raging magic fire of death.
Turns out there's a
It's
dragon.
just a simple
down the
fire,
corridor.
my understanding as I can.
it is magical fire, however, so I would require something a bit more potent than prestidigitation to turn it off.
Okay.
And you try, and it just kind of goes almost like in anger. It doesn't like increase in intensity, but it begins to fade, and then it just goes back to its normal.
Dorian waves his hand, sees that it doesn't go out. I then immediately drop my pack, take out my rope. I'll tie it
This
to...
will be your turn because you've needed to
I
climb
understand,
it. Yeah.
but that's what I'm going to start trying
Very
to do.
good. We come then to Zombie Horde. In they come. Onto Acacia. That is a miss.
I'm a legend.
Onto Gideon. That is a miss because they're zombies. We come to Acacia.
Guess I'm gonna have to just keep stabbing zombies until there's a rope for me to climb. Can't go up a well.
You can go up the well if you want.
Not by myself, I'm not an idiot. Well, that will be a 6.
6, that is a miss. Yeah. You drive the dagger into the side of the zombie, and it just kind of goes.
I'm gonna keep dodging. That's what I'm gonna do.
Gregor, you hear the sounds of
oh, curses.
emerging from the door. But we come now to you.
Can I shout up and inquire about the ropes?
Yes, as long as you can fit that within 6 seconds.
How's the rope looking?
I'm up! I'm going to throw one down!
Oh, I'm going to need your action and your bonus action.
Okay, cool. So my action will be I will shoot at a zombie because they're coming towards me. Oh, that's a 16!
Boom goes the well, potentially boom goes the zombie.
It is an 8.
Boom goes the zombie. Yeah, whichever one you want to remove.
Imagine just the one closest to us, yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine absolutely obliterate.
Far corner. Yeah, thank you very much. Anything else?
I'll hold.
Okay, very good. We come to Gideon.
I'm just going to climb up the rope that's on fire.
Action, please. DC, check. Athletics, go.
Yeah!
5.
And the rope snaps from the weight.
At least you went high up the rope.
You don't take any damage, but boom, you begin to climb and you sort of just land on your feet as it snaps under your weight. Dorian.
Yeah, I fasten the rope around, because there are these huge wine racks, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what they were originally tied to in the
Yeah,
first place.
I tie it around a wine rack, which is not being, incinerated, and then launch the rope down. Here's the lifeline!
Could you make a sleight of hand check to see how good your knot is in this high pressure situation?
Yes, I can. I critically do it. I don't critically do it, but it's still pretty good. It's 15.
Okay, very good. Yeah, nice.
Respectable.
You and fling the rope down. There is enough slack for it to just dangle just above the floor. That will be your full action in order to interact with objects. We come then to zombies. Murder. That is a miss on Acacia. A miss on Acacia. No. What's your armor class?
14.
A hit on Acacia. And on Gideon, a miss. On Acacia, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as the zombies claw at you. It's the one that you just tried to shank, and it didn't work out so well. And now we come to Acacia.
Well, I see that there's a rope. So I'm going to disengage and try and climb the rope.
Okay, disengage is a bonus action. Action to climb. Could you make a athletics check, please?
I'm not very good at this. But I do critically climb.
You begin to climb, and you're almost in awe of yourself at this point. It's just like, I don't know how you have climbed stuff before, but
I personally can't climb a rope, so I'm very impressed that she can.
yeah, well, I mean, that's yeah. As this is all happening, you've just thrown the rope down. You can feel, you sort of pull, you see the slack, you see Acacia begin to climb. The door, bang, swings open, and you see the woman in the multicolored dress, although she is oddly blue.
What, she's got blue skin now?
Got blue skin now. She's like, don't ask. What is going on in here, my dove?
So she's just burst into the cellar.
Yeah, she's burst into the cellar. You can see like her companions behind. They look worse for wear. They've taken some licks themselves, but they've sort of looked at you and said, "We've just seen the halfling run off. Is everything?" And she sees you like looking down. She can hear like down.
They did have risen. They did have risen down there. My party's down there. I say. And I start shouting to her and wave her over.
Danos, Tainor, on free. And the two men move forward, start unfurling ropes and begin to tie them up. They won't have the movement to throw them down, but there will be additional ropes being thrown down in a moment. But we come then to Gregor.
I'm going to acid splash again. We need to thin out the horde.
You don't need to roll anything. You don't need to roll anything. You just need to tell me your acid
roll
splashing.
as well.
What is your DC?
My DC.
13, I believe.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
They both fail. Please roll the damage.
5.
They both just absolutely melt and dissolve into horrible goo. We come to Gideon.
Can I climb a rope now?
Acacia is halfway up this new rope, which isn't burning, and you can hear like the commotion upstairs, and Dorian saying there's more ropes on the way. So you can climb the one that Acacia is on if you want to.
I'm going to attempt to climb the rope.
Okay, there's no zombies within range that will claw out at you, so make an athletics check for me, please.
13.
13?
Yes.
Okay, you begin to climb the rope. The extra weight on the bottom is a little bit disconcerting, Acacia, but Dorian is up there and he sort of almost puts his arm around it to try and assist. You see one of the group of 5, the small halfling that you know as Johan, also arrives alongside. He says, grabs onto it, he looks like he's like, it's not much, but anything will do, right? We come then to Dorian.
Right, am I able to leverage the side and help pull Acacia up?
You may. Make an athletics check for me, please, and you can do that with advantage because you have a second person helping you.
Oh, nice. Johan?
Yes.
Yeah, see, every little helps.
Hey!
Oh, that's good. So what was the check you wanted me to make?
Athletics.
Athletics, 18.
18, cool. You begin to between the two of you, in sort of almost tandem at this point, begin to pull the rope up. Acacia, you are now only 5 feet away from the top. It gets pulled up another 15 feet. We come then to the zombies. So it is just, so you two are basically up the rope now at this point. Gregor. It's very heroic.
It's quite cool.
1 hit. 2 points of damage.
Okay, hang on in there.
Just they're crawling over each other, and you turn, you look behind you, and you can see the others are crawling out. They're around about here at this point. They're just, the momentum is building, but they're still, they are the dead and the freshly dead at that.
Rope, please.
as you sort of are calling for this, Acacia, you see another rope, boom, fall down by your side. But it is your turn.
I'm going to keep climbing the rope.
You may.
I critically climb the rope.
In hindsight, you hear the voice in the back of your head of Arcturi just going, yeah, the river probably wasn't the best idea. Up, you climb, and you sort of roll out onto the side, and you are picked up by the elven woman. She pats you on your shoulder. You then see that she moves up to the edge and takes, and an arrow flies down and hits one just next to you, Gregor, and it falls down, tumbles back into the water. And we come to Gregor.
So
a new rope has just
new
fallen
rope
down.
has landed. Are there zombies on me? Do I need to get rid of them first?
There is one zombie on you. It will make an attack of opportunity against you if you begin to climb.
But if I attack, I then can't climb.
Correct.
I'm gonna attempt the climb. What, do you need an athletics check from me?
I need an athletics check.
Crikey. 10.
10. Yeah. You do manage to begin the climb. The zombie lurches out at you. What is your armor class?
15.
He misses.
Get off my boots. Kick him in the face.
Bang! I'm not going to allow it because it's the full action, but I imagine it is bang, boom.
Just because that's firing cool. Wildly off the rope.
At this stage, between Gideon, you are about 20 feet away from the top. I will need one athletics check from you.
9 again.
9 again.
I said 8, sorry.
8?
Yes.
Are you raging at this point?
I'm always raging.
You get to make it with advantage because it's athletics.
Oh, advantage, up! 11.
You do manage to almost make it to the end, and you feel this big meaty hand grab you on the side. It doesn't quite pull you up, but you... No, it's not. It's the really burly redhead man. He moves down to grab you and assist pull you up. At this stage, you are all on the rope. You have assistance to get up, and you are out of reach of the zombies. You have escaped.
Yay.
The truth. Emerging in the cellar, you pick yourselves up and you find yourselves face to face with the group of 5 that have been with your expedition since the beginning. The woman in the multicolored dress and now blue-tinged skin, the blonde halfling in the blue pinstripes, the elven woman in her drab greens and browns, the large red-headed man with his heavily armed and armored form, and the dreadlocked man with the 2 axes hung on his belt and the large war horn strapped on his back. They look worse for wear, though perhaps not quite as much as yourselves at this point. The now blue-tinged woman looks down at you all. Well, that was all very exciting, but
Dorian,
what on earth happened?
Yeah, Dorian steps forward and he actually offers his hand out to her.
Yeah. She goes to take it and then turns it like that.
And he takes her hand, gives it a kiss.
Oh, fancy.
Can't thank you enough. You really came through for us there, I have to admit. I'm a little surprised.
Yes. She looks past you. So what exactly happened down there to cause the dead to rise?
Well, that little halfling, Kelly, the one that ran past you when you came to see us.
Yes, she said she was on her way to get help and she was going to go get Armand.
She was on her way out with the loot.
The what?
The loot.
What loot?
Well, let's just say that there is, I'm guessing, a Cahadral relic down there.
You see her face. So, yeah, this entire time she's been very assured of herself, like very slight sort of smiles and smirks. At this she drops.
Yeah, and with the relic, the dead rose after it.
She turns to the others. She nods. And like, Johan, the halfling, steps forward. He's like, look, just tell them, Zahir, honestly, this whole mystery thing is wonderful, but, you don't do it as well as Cass. She's like, oh, yes, I know. I'm trying my best, Johan. Look, this has all been very pleasant, but neither of us have anything to show for it, which is all quite sad. We had heard the rumors that there was indeed something down here that could bring the dead back. As it happens, this is probably for the best that we didn't find it and use it the way that we wanted to do it. She looks, bear in mind, at this point you're sort of climbing out of the cellar because you need someone to just kind of sit down, and you've emerged out into the former fighting pit. The dead are still here. They have not risen. The man with the dreadlocks unhooks an axe and just prods one.
And then I say, you do make a good point though. Kelly must have come this way. Why aren't these people rising up?
Perhaps it was simply something in the... how did you find it? Where was it? What was it doing exactly?
No, there is the temple down there which held the relic. It was an orb actually.
She turns to the others. She's like, it is just like the last time with the four. Yeah. Look, regardless, maybe it was just a defense mechanism. Perhaps it is something that happens once or under duress. Once she's escaped, she's not feeling... she didn't exactly... She managed to escape from the four of you, and we've seen how you fight. You're not exactly incapable.
Yeah, well, that bacon lover managed to turn herself into a bird and took flight.
Ah, yes, one of the druids. Tricksy people. And she turns to Johan. Not your people, Johan, just druids in general. Never trust a druid. Always banging on about nature and how we need to leave civilization today. She then turns to the elf. So I know you technically have links.
It's quite ironic though, really, considering she's taken something which is very unnatural.
Yes, well, who knows what goes on through people's heads. Look, as I say, this has all been very pleasant, but there's nothing to show for anything, so I suppose the least we can do is gather our stipend from Armand, probably still preening at the front gate, clutching his side like the idiot that he is. Perhaps best not to inform him of what you found down there, or that there's things down there. Just leave them be. Take the gold, leave his service. Don't tell him because he'll probably throw himself down there, or worse, send others to their deaths. Forgive me. My name is Sihir Al-Nahas. This is, she points to the halfling, this is Johan Flitwick, my drab-looking friend here. The elf woman pulls her hood off. Like, this is Isola Erdström. The quiet one is Tainor Rakan, the man with the dreadlocks, and the red-headed brute. He sort of raises an arm and says, excuse me, could you not? This is Danos Westup. We don't really know much about him. We are otherwise known as the Band of Cass.
Who's Cass?
Cass is our former leader. We were here looking for rumors as to bringing the dead back.
Ah.
She died to save all of us.
Ah.
So, seems only right to try and repay the favor, but Valtor has an interesting relationship with bringing the dead back, as I'm sure you all know. Look, she looks across the four of you. It's not easy out there by yourselves. The college has made it harder for independents like us, shall we say. But there's always someone out there looking to do things off the books, as you've seen, and frankly, the college seems preoccupied with other things at the moment. There's more and more opportunities that present themselves every day. It's not like they can be everywhere at once, or even care to be. Freedom's good. No need to answer to anyone but yourselves. She then looks to her friends. Competition can get dicey, though, so watch out for that. Maybe we'll meet again at some point. At this, she does hold out a hand.
Dorian Kincaid, I'll be happy to work with you again in the future.
Oh, my love. Maybe we won't be working together as such as against each other, but should an opportunity present itself where we can all make a little bit of scran, then why not? Some advice, though. Next time, start a bit smaller. Trayston's not a bad place to go. Everyone's far too busy with the ship supplies and blockades to really care about the little problems that the port village has. Every Valos morning, They post work on the boards at the docks. Careful though, it's a real snake pit. Like I say, competition can get dicey. So for reference, the days of the week in Valtor are Relos, Sulos, Telos, Erlos, Valos, and Velos. Today is Relos, so about 4 days from now. She's basically saying there are job postings. Maybe head back to a tavern and have a wash first, you all reek. And you know, the whole, she gestures to the carnage in the fighting pit. This was self-defense, don't worry. But maybe clean yourselves up before you go back to civilization.
Dorian has a smell.
Yes, it's quite bad, dear. She turns to the others. Right, let's go gather our stipend from that idiot. And then I need to figure out how to get rid of this. She flicks as if trying to get rid of paint off of her hand. She's just completely blue.
Are you blue?
Do you remember when I turned into a plant, my dear?
Yes.
Yes, it's like that. Sometimes magic can be a bit unstable.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean.
Sometimes I'm blue. Sometimes I explode. It's a horrible feeling.
Oh.
So fine, I come back. For the most part.
Yes. Very well.
Toodaloo, everyone. And as I say, maybe don't mention this to Armand. And they take their leave. Handshakes are given, slight bows. The dreadlock man is just like, he doesn't like extend hands with you, he's just like.
And Rakai would like it.
And they leave. So, what would you like to do?
Well, if we'd gone through the well, we might be a bit more clean.
We also might be dead.
Could have swum through a lake of zombies.
I still think it was a good idea.
It's all horribly unnatural. I don't like it one bit.
Now, she mentioned a port town, and if I know anything about port towns, the wine is normally good and the jobs are normally better. So I think we dust ourselves off, get our stipend from Armand, and head there quick sharp.
Yes.
You mean you three want to carry on working with me?
Well, many hands, light work, all of that good stuff.
Well, it seems to be going well so far.
None of us are dead.
When you say that, Dorian seems perplexed. Well, we do need to see Armand. We can agree on that.
Yes, indeed.
So I start making my way
Okay.
through.
Before I go, I'm just sort of going to like glance towards where we've just come from. Mm-hmm. You sort of hear him mutter something under his breath, and it's horribly unnatural, just breaking the cycle. I want to set it on fire.
The building?
Yes, because it's full of full of things that could turn into zombies.
So remember that hang on. So the zombies are down in this cavern.
Yeah, and
40
there's
feet.
also loads of dead bodies that look awfully like all the people down there that also turned into zombies.
Do you want to burn it down now?
Yes,
Right now.
as we leave.
Okay.
Obviously, I've already left. I'm no part of this.
Yeah,
They're
I was following him.
You did say
dead
Seems
arising.
sensible.
Yeah. You did say that you were sort of looking down as we'll return to that. You make your way back to the entrance. You head. You can go either the left way through the crawling bit, or you can go to the right, sort of in the wake of the band of Cass. And you see that you guys in the fighting pit, there was about 8 of them. You see that there was about 15 people that they've been fighting at various points throughout the corridor. So you understand why it took them a little while to get to you. But whichever way you want to go, you make your way to the front gate. And you see there that Kaywin, the one retainer, is binding wounds. Armand is lying on the floor, clutching his sides. Oh, by the 8. Oh, Kaywin, please tell my father I died a hero. You have a look. There's like the tiniest like bit of blood. Like he's basically been nicked. You see the woman in the plate mail. She's standing outside. Because the front gate is open. She's basically standing outside, just leaning against the post. The other mercenary is nowhere to be seen. You've not seen his body, so you would surmise that he's fled. Seeing just this has all gone horribly south, he just went, cut my losses and run. Armand is lying on the floor, and the band of Cass are basically approaching him. And you can overhear the mumbles as they go. She turns around and looks at you. We'll see you at Talron then to get the payment, apparently. She looks down at him.
What? I say.
Maybe we'll see you there. You owe us a drink anyway. And they leave the gate. You can see the woman in the plate mail move up and talk to them in hushed tones. So at the moment, inside the main entrance, it's just you, Kaywin, and Armand on the floor. And he's just like, no, don't. It's
What's this about having to go to Talron? I say to him.
Oh, well, I was never going to be carrying around nearly 900 gold pieces for everyone, was I? If you'd have read the contract, it said upon completion of the work, you go to Talron, you go to the house, and you receive your payment there. Oh, well, I mean, I suppose it would be a little, I didn't need to carry 900. Everyone's gone missing, it seems, or fled. Honestly, well, they won't be receiving their payment, I can assure you of that. Ooh.
If they're not receiving their payment, does that mean there's more for us? And I must say, you've got, looks like quite a mortal wound there.
Yes, it is.
Must have been very heroic.
I will regale you with the tale of this horrific wound when we return to Talron, but I mean, the contract stated it was 50 gold pieces per head, not as a total pool, I'm afraid. Tell me, are the bandits all gone?
They are indeed, all slain by us four, Gregor's mighty warriors. Again, I'll workshop the name.
Right, well that's good. Then the job is completed. Kaywin, you can observe as witness. He looks down at him, rolling on the floor, looks over at you. Yes, my lord, I witness that the job is completed and a 50 gold piece stipend will be paid to all members of the expedition that go to Talron to receive payment. And in terms of our other arrangements on the contract, was anything else found that could be returned to their rightful owners?
Unfortunately, no. I was just as devastated as everyone. It was just bandits. Terrible, horrible bandits that now are all dead.
Could you make a deception check, please?
17.
He's way too preoccupied with this tiny little cut. Very well. Kaywin, when we return, we'll tell my father, and we'll make sure that the house guard come, and we can return all of the, bury the dead properly, and gather up whatever we can to return to the merchants. And damn it, blast! Nothing else here at all. Curses. Never mind. I'll meet you all at Talron. With the bandits gone, Kaywin can get me back, I'm sure. Kaywin. Yes, my lord.
You stay safe, my lord. I wouldn't want you any more injured. You've taken quite a heroic injury there. I want to hear this tale. You remember, if you need us, to call upon us.
Before you go, why don't you have one of these? I found it in the garden. It's called an amber snatch.
Ooh.
It will see to your wounds.
Oh, he.
Wait, you need to chew it 8 times. No more, no less.
It's like,
Dorian suddenly smiles and looks at you.
Yeah, he takes 8 bites. He's like, I can feel my strength returning immediately.
There's miraculous revitalization.
Thank you. I apologize for calling you disheveled. You're clearly a man of the world and nature.
It's fine. I'm a little disheveled. It is okay.
Oh, Kaywin, if you could give me your cloak, I feel a shiver coming on. And he unclasps it and just drapes it over him. I feel like he'll be here for a while. Go to Talron, make sure you get your stipend. He nods.
Yeah.
The band of Cass you see have gone at this point.
Yeah, I gather, make sure I've got all of my things and take to the road.
Are there any, there's no dead mercenaries that are with us that are about outside the castle or anything, are there?
No.
Okay. So I can't steal the contracts from their corpses.
No.
Okay. On we go!
On your way out of the keep, wanting to head back to the warmth and comfort of the watch, you see the knight that you remember as Mia leaning by the well, peering down it. You did notice her speaking to the band of Cass on their way out, and she is staring intently down into the depths. She turns as you approach, trudging through the mud and the grass. Grey Lady's breath, the state of you.
You've been very busy. What have you been doing the whole time?
State of your attitude, thank you very much.
I convinced that fool in there that I should stand guard outside in case more bandits arrived back from their raids. Could give him ample warning to prepare himself. She rolls her eyes.
So you conveniently missed all the fighting once again.
Very convenient.
Utilize my strength where and when it is most necessary. Go on then, what happened?
We went into the keep, we killed all the bandits, very heroically I might add, and then we have come out here for our payment, because that is what we deserve for being such brilliant heroes.
He's not wrong.
Yes, payment. Heroes, payment, it's the way of things.
We did deal with a lot of bandits.
We did.
Unfortunately, no villagers were found, though.
Unfortunately not.
Could you make a deception check for me, please? In fact, could you all make a deception check for me, please?
19 for me.
17.
15.
18.
Ooh!
We're very naughty.
She looks you all up and down. None at all, huh?
No, it was a tragedy.
Very well. I do have some bad news about the payment, though, I'm afraid. You won't be getting any payment. Certainly not from Armand. Doesn't reflect well on the noble households to have one of their own children try and circumvent the crown and the college. No, Armand there won't have the money to pay you, I'm afraid. Not after Daddy hears about it and cuts him off.
What do you mean
What do
he
you
won't
mean?
have the money?
Of course he have the money.
He's made of money.
We need the payment.
Cut him, he bleeds money.
Be that as it may, once I've made my report, his father won't be happy because the political situation, as I'm sure you're aware in Nemos right now, is a bit on edge.
Yes, but who is it you're reporting to? Who are you stealing our money? Who are you?
I'm not stealing your money. There was no money to be stolen in the first place. And it doesn't matter who I work for. Believe me, it's above your pay grade.
So what you're saying is you're going to speak to someone who's going to cut off his daddy, or his daddy will cut him off so that we don't get any money.
You seem fairly
Why?
capable. The why matters not.
I think it does. We need to get paid. We've just been beaten to within an inch of our lives. We've dispatched all the bandits, me and my companions here. We've come for payment, but now you come along and tell us that you're going to tell someone that we can't be told about, to then tell his father about what he's done, so that we do not get paid. It's terribly confusing. And you seem to be getting in the way of our payment.
Give us our money.
I don't think they have the money.
Very well.
Yeah. Look, if you want my advice, cut your ties now with Armand. We don't have interest in the little fish. Besides, it's not like you've done anything illegal yet, technically. You've not received payment for illicit services yet. She looks you up and down. You're not handling restricted items.
I'm looking very shifty.
You're not carrying stolen goods, one presumes. All you've done is a little bit of self-defense and taken some licks in the process, maybe learnt a lesson or two. It's not my job to try and interfere. I'm just here to give you a friendly warning.
How aggressively will Armand be reprimanded, in your experience?
He won't be executed, but I imagine there will be some jail time, removal of assets.
So if you're going to warn somebody or tell someone to arrest him, that will take you some time, won't it?
You've not made your report yet.
She shifts slightly, her hand moves to the side of her sword. I have not yet.
So then we'll have enough time to go and pick up our money.
Yes, indeed.
I would be wary of that if I were you, because then you will be receiving payment for illicit services. Let me tell you the way of the wind and the direction that it's blowing. Mercenary work is a dangerous business. And I imagine it won't be long before it's outlawed completely, at least for independent contractors. such as you four. It's for the safety of the people. Leave it to the professionals, better regulations. If you do want payment, the college pays well, maybe a modicum of respectful work as well.
Now, have you listened here? College Schmollage, I am an honourable, independent professional, and I have completed a contract. Now, you're telling me we do have time to complete our contract, so I will be heading to collect my payment for the work I have done, and I'm sure the honour of all of us here will think the same.
Indeed. And also, as you've just pointed out, it's not illegal. It may be illegal in the future, but that's not now. So we'll be collecting our money.
Yes,
There's not really much you can do about it.
Yes, you're a damn spoil sport, and we will be getting our payment. Thank you very much.
If you are even what you say you are.
Listen, I'm not going to stop you. As I say, my superiors have no interest in people of your standing. I would recommend that you don't do it. If you do, we'll be keeping an eye on you. That's just a fair warning.
I will be keeping my eye on you.
I'm terrified. Did you, by happenstance, you say you didn't find anything. Did you feel something earlier?
No.
Felt a bandit try to kill me.
Could you all make a deception check for me, please?
Dorian doesn't actually say anything, just keeps quiet.
13.
13.
Do I go by? What do I go by?
Deception.
Oh, that'll be it. 10.
14.
Very well. As I say, we're not handling anything illicit by the looks of it.
Definitely not.
But she nods behind her down the path. Those 5 corroborated your story for what it's worth. At least you've made some friends this evening.
Now, they definitely have some illicit items on them. You should stop them right now. Go, quick, arrest them all.
I'm just looking at you incredulously.
Wasn't the halfling with you?
Halfling?
Kelly, the blonde one.
I remember her vaguely. She tried to steal my wine.
She scuttled off earlier on. We don't know where she's gone.
She's not part of
away.
our band. She tried to be, but she's not.
I'm rather hoping she died.
No good comes from her.
No.
Well, I've given you fair warning. What you do with it is your decision. As I say, not here to make any arrests, simply file report. I would say until we meet again, but you won't know if we do. And she goes back to leaning down the well, peering into it.
Well, now what do we do?
Well, personally, I think it's a race against time. We need to go get that payment before it evaporates somewhere.
I agree. We need that money.
We do.
If you're all up for it, I am.
And I dare say I quite like working with you 3.
I mean, it seems a little dangerous. I think we have some irons to crease out.
And since
As
Miss
they say.
Miss Authority over there claims that she'll be keeping an eye on us, we're probably better off sticking together.
I think that's a very good point, my old fellow.
I agree.
A new band it is then.
Yes, indeed. I say we all need a drink.
That's a splendid idea.
And then
What
we'll-
time of day is it?
It's about 9 o'clock in the night. In the night. 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock in the evening.
I think it feels like the sort of time of the evening that would be an appropriate thing to do. Yes, that's a wonderful idea.
Splendid.
Yes.
Okay. A new adventuring band seems to be forming, but will they be able to get their payment in time? Lots of interesting players in this cast.
Nice.
Hey!
The name of the thing!
Yeah,
those irons.
that's a reference, everyone. So, there does appear to be some groups at odds, and of course, the mystery of the orb that was found, who Kelly is working for, what the orb entails. But we'll find that out, potentially, in future episodes. For that concludes this prologue of the Chronicles of Valtor, as our adventuring band of Gregor Martwick's
Mighty warrior.
No.
That's not our
Name
name.
bending.
Workshop the name.
It's a terrible name.
workshop the name. Well, whilst they workshop the name, consider to give us a like and subscribe if you have not done so already, or check out the Arc 1 beginning already, right now, on demand. If you are not already a subscriber, please consider it. It is only by virtue of our subscribers that we are able to do this content, and we love doing it. So if you want even more of the Chronicles of Valtor, go and check out our website. All the links will be down below. But until next time, thank you for joining us. I have been the Chef, your Dungeon Master. He has been the Beard Gideon Kell.
Goodbye.
She has been the Jinx Acacia Bardi. He has been the Spider Dorian Kincaid.
Fare thee well.
And he has been the Bard, not the Bard, instead Gregor Martwick.
Master of Mercenaries and Explorer Extraordinaire.
And you have been bosses, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.